All right, everybody, welcome back. It is March 29th, 2025, and it is 7:40 in the morning. It's not too early. Went on a little bit of a adventure today, at least for myself. We're going to Heckscher State Park, very close to here, so it'll only take a few minutes to get there, and we are running a 13.1 road race. It's going to be a very similar layout to the Eisenhower Park Marathon that we did in January. Actually, my buddy Ryan, who I did it with, is doing the marathon again today. He's probably going to better his time from then, follow another awesome pacing plan that he has for himself. But as far as myself for today, a few reasons why this is important for me is between this one and a 13.1 in May, I'm going to give myself 2 attempts to beat 130. My current PR for that 13.1 is 131 and change, which was a couple years ago at Brooklyn Half Marathon. That was a very fast course, very fun day. I remember that day, and I remember, doing pretty good that day for myself. So I've had some specific speed work training for this, but I'm also training for a 50K, so I've kind of overtrained my distance volume-wise for the first couple months of the year, so that sometimes plays into benefit for me. But we'll see today. I was going to run this race a little more conservatively as a prep for the May attempt at the sub 130, but after talking to a few people about it and going over it myself, it's I tend to be very conservative with setting my goals and chipping away at that block, like just giving myself almost, I would say, a goal that I'm pretty sure I can hit, kind of like a comfortable goal, nothing that's ever like, ooh, I don't know if that's outside my potential right now. So this one is at that borderline. I'm not quite sure if we're there yet, but I know I did 10 mile in January, and the pace that I need to hit today, I was able to basically do that for the 10 miler in January. So can we do that for another 3 miles? Have a good day. Hope it all goes good from the start. Well, we'll control the controllables. We'll do what we can do. We'll try and get to that point in the race where we can try and push and make that happen. Won't force anything today, but you know what? We'll go through the pacing plan from the start, see how far we can get into it, hopefully to the end with that pacing plan, and check the box for that goal. But it's also just another meaningful day because I had a coworker on my job that I knew a little bit, and unfortunately he took his own life over the last couple weeks, and unfortunately this park has a meaning to that whole thing that happened. So in honor of him today, that is what we're doing. We are going to be there in that park, and we're going to make some good memories and good outcomes, hopefully, of today. And hopefully my family, when they get up, they'll meet me down there. They'll be able to give me the thin blue line flag, which I have for many reasons in the past crossed the finish line with. Cross that finish line, hopefully beating that goal in honor of him and in honor of his memory, and hopefully make this a special day. It's supposed to be like 70 degrees by midday, so that could play a little factor on how warm it gets or how windy it is down there. There are some variables, but we're going to give it a shot today. We're going to go after it. We're going to try and make this happen. Again, I like to have a why when I get out there and a reason why I'm pushing mile after mile, and it's definitely strong today. So I have a good hope and a good chance that today's a day. So let's get down there. Let's make it happen.
Business. Ready to do this?
That's it, bud.
Train and run. Training and marathon.
Put another marathon in the books, right? Go to be
out here. Ryan, tell us what today is. What does it mean to us? It's a training marathon. For 50K. Let's go. It's not a race until like
but
mile 20 when I feel good.
It's a 13.1 race for my 50K.
What's the best way to train for 50K? Run a 50K.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the best way to train for half marathon? Run more miles than you need to run every weekend.
Are you gonna miss the start?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna run back and grab my dip. We can always run past our stuff. And then run back to the start. All right, we're gonna do this. Over now.
Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weak mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back better than last. Yeah, it's a me, never gonna look back.
One more time.
Never
You got this, bro. You got this.
Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, cause that's what it takes. Take shots to the top, I get it. I got one life.
5K to 50.
Push it till I fall, I'm slipping to get back up. Always stand tall, I'm grinning. I got cuts real deep, big bruises scarred. I had to learn how to think with my head and my heart. Been chewed up, split out, torn apart. Picking up all the pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back, cause damn, I was built to last.
All right, let's loop. All right. You got.
Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, cause that's what it takes.
Here we go, boys.
You're a true ultra runner doing this cool down with us.
Well, I feel like I shorted myself today.
I know.
Penalty. I'm in the penalty box. I have to do more miles. See, what I should have did was sign up for the marathon, PR the half, and then just finish with a cool down for the rest of the marathon.
Told you. Dan, would you meet up tomorrow if we went to King of Hill Loop?
Nope. I don't even know if tomorrow is Sunday. I don't even know how to have planned. I think I actually had an hour.
Well, Ryan had an hour, but he went to his mileage and it was too low.
Oh my God.
I have 2. Brad has 2 or 3. Sure, Amy would come.
You guys are crazy. You gotta remember, you're still running a marathon on the road.
Oh, that's why I said we'll see. I just did the scare train run.
That'll slow him down when he starts thinking about tomorrow. Like, oh fuck.
He's thinking about those guys ahead of us right now.
Yeah, he's like, what? 3rd place? Let's go. Podium? Let's go. All right, over now. Don't punt my camera. Let's go, buddy.
Let's fucking go.
Feel that
Hey, we
burn,
just
baby.
went.
Yeah, let's go.
What up, number 2? What up, number 2? Amy went up.
And you still got your car key.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice run.
Yo.
Did you guys just see my hammy go down there?
All right, that is done. How did it go? Our old PR was a 1:31:39, which was, I don't remember, I think it was 2023 with the Brooklyn half. This was a 4-loop course and pacing plan worked. Problem is with loop courses, and this is something I'm starting to learn this year with that marathon we did, the 8-loop course, which measured long in January, was there's no mile markers. So I had a pacing plan printed out, which was mile for mile, what I needed to hit, total time that I should be at that mile, and I was checking and playing that game the whole time. Did it get difficult on the last 4 or 5 miles, that 5K? Absolutely. I had to kind of lean into the push at the end, and definitely like 9.5 out of 10 on what I had for that distance out there today. But the problem is it measured a little long again today. I mean, my miles, and I was gonna go that sub 130 per what my watch was saying, but official time wound up being about a 130, 30 seconds over. But with my 13.1 split in my watch when it buzzed and on Training Peaks was about a 129.46. So it's about a 45-second difference. The official time is 1:30:33. Now that's great. That's a minute PR on a 13.1. And as you get faster in time or lower in total time, it gets tougher to incrementally take time off. And just as that happens, it's really a mental push and a strategy and an execution out there to be able to get to that next goal, get to that next level. But the official time is the official time, and the course is the course. It is what it is. But I do know that I am capable of running a sub 130 half marathon. So what does that mean? Since today was supposed to be a kind of pacing plan, I was just hoping to run under like a 135 with a pacing plan, but I felt good training wise lately, and I said, let me see what I can do with this pacing plan I have for the sub 130 now. And so what that means is we're going to do the Long Island half in May, and since that is an actual truly measured course with mile markers where I can pass a mile marker, say a mile marker 4, and know where I'm supposed to be at that point on the course, not just my watch, that is going to be able to play into getting an official time under 130. So we have some work to do. First up between now and then is a shore to shore 50K, which we are going to be shooting for a PR in that. So another long run next week, building down into the shore to shore, hopefully have a really good day there, and then have a couple weeks after that to prep some speed work off of that 50K into the 13.1 in May. And I will probably use the same pacing plan, or at least a pacing plan off of the watch time that I had today to give me a little bit of a leniency in there. But again, I'll have the mile markers. I'll know exactly where I am on the course, and that'll be that little mental edge and push that I might need for that. It was a local small race today. Overall though, in the 13.1, 4th place overall, first Masters division. Hung out a little bit and did a little cool down loop with Ryan and Nikki, who are out there doing the marathon today. They had an awesome pacing plan, shooting for around that 3:30 mark for the marathon. They have a bunch of ultras coming up, so this was just kind of a long distance training run with a pacing plan. And as I was hanging out with them the last few loops, watching them come in, I noticed Nikki did feel good. He took off a little bit ahead of the pacing plan, which was programmed by Ryan, who, his coach. He felt good. It looked great out there. He looked great out there, and I watched him pass first and second at the time when he was in third on the last couple loops to take going into first place. And he finished strong. He finished first. Ryan actually finished strong as well. He wound up coming in second with his pacing plan. And so first and second in the marathon, that's awesome. Myself, 4th overall, first Masters in the half. So all in all, I think we went there and had a pretty good day out there. Course-wise, again, it was 4 loops by the start line area where you pass by. It was cool to see some familiar faces. I came down to support family. Nikki's dad, who's awesome, cruise him all the time. Good to see him every loop. Little boring on the back half. That's that mental grind where you needed to kind of get to that turnaround point and come back. But it really is amazing when you have the right people out there, the right mindset, the right goal setting, and their approach to these goals, and just lifting each other up. It's pretty awesome. When you find a group like that, keep them near and dear, because they're going to lift you up to other levels that you didn't think were possible. And as for the day today, family came down. The blue line flag, we flew it across the finish line in memory of that coworker who unfortunately, took his life a couple weeks ago. So for him, this was for you today. That's what made me push that little bit extra and be able to get to that goal out there, which was pretty phenomenal. Just knowing that, hey, my new mentality in these races, because it is getting tougher to chip away at the block, is proper pacing, proper training, but also now not feeling comfortable towards the end of the race. Pushing into that, like when it starts to hurt and you start to have that little bit of struggle at the end of the race, like leaning into that a little bit, leaning into kind of like, this is pretty awesome that I'm out here and I get to feel this way at this point, performing like this, and to be able to make things happen in endurance sports. So thanks for coming along with the journey today. I am gonna be getting into the cold plunge right now. Now, what's next, you might add, is, well, first is gonna be a little bit of a recovery session, cold plunge here with the pup. What's going on? And really, whoo, let's get in here first before we finish this video up. That's it. All right. So we're going to start our recovery here. And, you know, final thoughts here from the cold plunge is, again, surround yourself with like-minded people, people that'll elevate you, people that won't, you know, keep you down on their level. They're looking to bring you up on a new level with them. And congratulations, Nikki. Congratulations to Ryan. I know this is just a small step in your bigger journeys this year, but seriously, it's these confidence days with your races that really build the blocks in your journey and really just get you to the next level. So, you know, from here on out, what do we got? Long run next week in prep for shore to shore, some pacing on the front end of that course. And then really, that's it, man. We'll maybe take you for a little spin next week, update you on some things for that shore to shore race. But for now, I just want everybody, thanks for coming along. Thanks for coming on this journey today, this adventure. Again, I feel it's a PR, it's an accomplishment. And again, is it technically a sub 130? Sort of, but officially no. So we are gonna go out there again and we are gonna get that official sub 130, 13.1 on paper this spring. I'm now pumped, motivated, and pretty psyched, and glad I went for it today. So everybody stay safe, stay healthy, keep balancing that life 1 mile at a time, or one cold plunge at a time, and I'll see you on the next one.